What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So, the Love is Blind reunion, everybody's talking about it on social media. And Clay and his mom went on the Tamron Hall Show to discuss, a lot of things about their family, generational trauma, about his future. One thing I want to take from, his mom, I really enjoy how poignant she is and how she really speaks to, generational curses in regards to relationships, marriage, her own healing journey. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody if you haven't watched the Love is Blind reunion, but Clay and AD both, but Clay is a character and a half. But this part where she's talking to Clay's father during this show is so important. And so I want to just play you guys just a really quick snippet. It's only a few minutes long, but it really gets to the heart of what they're talking about on the Tamron Hall show. So let me play it for you really quickly.
He struggles with a marriage.
With commitment. Okay.
With a marriage.
Okay.
Is it sacred? Do you honor? He struggles with that. And all of those emotions and twisted feelings, he took that to the altar. And a lot of that stems from things that you have to explain and then apologize. Don't make excuses, just apologize so that closure can be had. But the marriage thing, the commitment, he struggles with that. He's like, I know you stayed, Mom, but there's things that I saw that I should not have saw or been in a position, and kids, when they grow up and they see things, it's like, is marriage for real? Or is marriage something that you get into and you lie and you deceive? And he took a lot of that to the altar with his decision.
But here's the thing too, Rita. I didn't necessarily have the best role models in my life.
I know.
I can't ever remember my father ever being a part of my life. And
listen, I've always told you I forgave her. But there were things that had came out in the end that I did not know about until this experience. I was hurt. Again, I'm divorced from you, but things that he shared with me that I did not know. So that's why I'm saying he took a lot on his back. And although we came from broken families, that doesn't mean that we have to pass on that brokenness to our kids.
Absolutely. You stop the bleeding, stop the cycle.
Right. Your past and things that you witness is part of your DNA, it's part of your inside. And if you don't get freaking help, you bring that shit into the next thing. So the fact that he did this process, he wants to be in a long-term relationship. He wants that.
Tell me somebody like you.
Huh?
I met you, tell me somebody like his mom.
Yeah, but you met me, but you wasn't good to me. Okay? So.
And I'm glad that she said that to him, to his face, that you met me, but you were not good to me. And he was just like, yeah, that's the first step, acknowledging that, right? I have to say that Clay's mom is probably one of my favorite people on this entire show. I feel like Clay reminds me a lot of his dad, more so on this season. So I want to let you guys hear what she says on the Tamron Hall show, because I feel like it really cements her point home in regards to stopping, generational trauma in relationships and marriage.
Clay is putting in the work and he is trying to do what he needs to do to get over to the other side. Marriage is complicated, okay? And being a mom, I don't have a book to say what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do, right? And when we have cycles that keeps repeating itself. You don't know that you are making the mistake until it is confronted. So for me, I put the work in, and it was a long amount of work. But by the grace of God, I've forgiven my ex-husband, and I have forgave Clay, for not sharing it with me, because sometimes you think, why didn't you tell me? But I also know trauma hits everyone differently, and when you are able to bring that up, what my job is not to attack. My job is to kind of bring grace to the situation. And that's what I try to do.
I hope you come back, because there's a bigger conversation about this trauma and pain and how it blocks love.
Absolutely.
And love should be able to come into your
It
heart.
should flow.
Thank you. Stay off social media today. I'm telling you that much.
Okay, so I wanted you guys just to hear a little bit, again, not wanting to, spoil it for those who may have not watched the show. If you haven't watched the show, go watch it. It's so good, especially the reunion. You could tell that Nick Lachey and Vanessa, his wife, they've been hosting it for, I think, was it 6 seasons now? And you can tell they read the comments from the people on social media, and they applied them. So good job, Nick Lachey and Vanessa. I just want to, commend his mom for being so open, not only with her son in regards to what happened with AD. Amber Denise is her name, but her nickname is AD. But also, what she said to her ex-husband, right? She let him know that you met me, but you didn't treat me very well. But I forgive you, and I want us to move on, because I don't want you to carry it forward. And I feel like that's so profound, right? That's so healing, because you want to acknowledge the fact that you do not agree with somebody mistreating you. But you also want to let them know what they did and how they did it. You know what I mean? How they hurt you. Offer forgiveness if you're at that point in your healing journey, and also let that person know, they need to forgive and let go, so that they don't continue on, the generational trauma, the hurt, the patterns, right? It's the toxic patterns of behavior. I feel like they really need to be broken. And so I hope that Clay is willing to listen to his mom and her wisdom more so, because I feel like she is, she sounds like very patient, very wise, very loving, very nurturing. His dad, not so much, but I don't know, these people in real life, so I'm not going to pass any judgments. But just listening to her, but the fact that he was willing to accept, you know what I mean, like what his ex-wife had to say, I feel like that was huge. That's a step in and of itself. You know what I mean? Like, that's growth. If somebody calls you out and say, oh, you hurt me in this way, and you validate that and apologize, make amends, move forward, whatever you feel like you have to do, that's growth. That's maturity. And so with Clay, I hope that, he does that in his relationships moving forward. And I hope that there is closure. I hope that there is clarity, I'm glad that he went on, Tamron Hall Show and said what he said, said his piece. I feel like the Love is Blind cast is everywhere, because I think they went on Jennifer Hudson's show. Some of the other cast members, I think AD went on there, and like Kelly Clarkson too, I think. I don't know, but they're making their rounds. So, kudos to them, shout out to them. But yeah, the reunion was really good. Again, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it, but if you haven't watched it, I would suggest you go watch it, because there are some gems there. Yeah, Clay, he definitely has some growing to do. He was not a favorite of mine, but the Lord has blessed him with a very wise mother. And so that is a rare jewel and gem in and of itself. I hope he realizes that. I hope he treats his mom very well. And most of all, I hope he listens to her going forward in life and learn, from his father, right? not to make those same mistakes. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. What did you think about, Clay and his mom going on the Tamron Hall Show? What did you think about the reunion if you saw it, the Love is Blind reunion? If you guys watch it, let me know in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.